Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing real good. I haven't done one of these in a while. Had a lot of crazy stuff going on, a bunch of different moves. Trying to get situated in a new place. So I finally got a workbench and some things together. So um, I got something special to show you guys. So I just started got my workbench together and just started kind of tweaking around guitars again. So I decided to kind of Frankenstein my old Peavey USA, my Predator, 19, I don't know, 1980 or 90 something. So, but I want to go ahead and share it with you guys because it's pretty special to me actually. So this is a pawn shop find that I kind of walked into place one day. I was looking for some guitars and I bought something there, and then I kind of spotted this out of the corner of my eye and messed around with it and kind of fell in love with it and walked out of the store with it. But anyway, try to keep this short and sweet. So I had my daughter been wanting a Frankenstein guitar for a long time, so can't really afford one right now. But I'm like, if Eddie can do it, why can't I, right? So I was looking at underneath the PV pickguard one day because I was replacing some pickups after wax potting them, and I was like, hey, this actually would be a viable kind of Frankie guitar, right? My own take on it. So what I did here is I took some of you, if you're a child of the '80s like I am, most of you will recognize what this camouflage pattern is. This is a George Lynch a Kamikaze camouflage. I had it done in a pink and light, in a baby blue, pink and white, and some gray in there. And then, I wanted to kind of encompass both my favorite guitar players, right? I mean, I have tons, but child of the '80s, as I am, I was a big George Lynch fan and Eddie Van Halen, of course. So I did that to this one. So underneath the cavity is real simple. All I have is the Eddie style volume, right? I got one volume control, but I added a mini on, a mini toggle that's gonna give me the three combinations. It's gonna give me the humbucker. It's gonna give me the in between position with both pickups on, and then I have a neck single coil. I tilted that Jake E. Lee style to give me a little more bite on the bottom end, and this pickup here is just it's an old Epiphone pickup. I'm not sure where this came from. I think one of my buddies gave this to me, and I was kind of holding on to it. But I originally put in a Kramer Pacer Special, not a Pacer Special, excuse me, the Beretta. I originally put in a Kramer Beretta Special pickup because I did like the sound of that pickup in the Kramer, but it's way too hot and way too compressed in this guitar. So it was giving it like this really um, it's like a real mid-rangey kind of sound, like too much mid-range, and it wasn't in a pleasant way. So I wasn't too happy with it, especially in combination with the other pickup. So anyway, I had my daughter paint this. They're really nice George Lynch camouflage, very unique. This is done in acrylics, hand painted. So there's all the little textures and the bumps and stuff. Really special to me. You know, she put a lot of love into it. So I love her for doing it for me. So, but without further ado, so this guitar has the original tremolo. I haven't done any more mods to the guitar. Has the original neck, which at some point in the future will probably need replacing or refretted because there's some frets that have some funny spots in them. Um, Good neck though. It plays like butter. Almost feels like a composite neck because it's painted. It feels like you guys can see that shine, right? It feels like a one of those modulus glass carbon fiber necks. Anyway, nothing. Everything else is stock on the guitar, right? I added a steel block a long time ago. I think this was a shorty steel block from from GFS. Um, and then, like I said, I got the volume control, got the three-way toggle, bridge, both pickups on in the neck position. Epiphone humbucker. This is a killer neck single. It's actually a bridge single coil that I got from a Squire. I think it was a bridge single. Either way, this pickup is really, really good. I wax potted this pickup and I kept it. It came out of a Squire, but the Squire that it came out of, those three stock single coils were really, really good. I just decided to rip them out and put something else from a company called Bootstrap in there. A really good set, but there was nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong with these pickups. Um, so I decided to hold on to them, and here we go. They ended up in this guitar. I think this is the British Position humbucker, so it sounds killer in the neck. So this is an Epiphone, and it reads on the meter. I think it was like 14 something K, so it's pretty hot. So I'm glad that I put this, a little, the single coils a little bit hotter, like that. They balance out pretty well. So let me just give you some quick tone samples and see what you guys think. So here's let's go just clean. Let's go clean real quick. And it's my dog walking around barking. What's the matter, Lacey? That's a bridge pickup. Here's an in-between position. And the neck. Alright, back to the bridge. Obviously the bridge is going to be louder, right? Because it's a humbucker. And I got it set pretty high. Alright, so let's drop in some effects here and see if we can make anything happen. So here's some drive from my new X Cerberus. There's the middle position. And the neck. Back to the bridge. She wants to push the amp. All right, let's add some. What's my AC tone? The bridge pickup sings. Some delay. This guitar sounds absolutely different from what it used to sound like. It used to have obviously a pickguard with 3 single coils. This is a totally different guitar now. It's like it's a beast. Okay, so I was gonna make a point, which is you don't really have to. Not only do you not have to spend a lot of money on a guitar, right? But you don't have to have the most expensive parts in there or anything super special to make the guitar special, right? So I had this idea. I kind of just went with it and see, So probably the most important takeaway from all this, right? You can actually throw something together like Eddie Van Halen did. He kind of just chopped up some stuff, right? Threw some stuff in a blender, right? And it made it work for him. He had in his mind, he had specifications, right? What he wanted a guitar to feel like, what he wanted a guitar to sound like and play like, right? So he went with his heart and he did what he needed to do with it, right? So anyway, so that being said, I kind of just brainstormed this idea, and the biggest takeaway was take your time, right? I took my time with this build, and obviously the guitar was already put together, so I did have to disassemble the guitar, right? And this has a tilt neck, so you have to readjust everything after you put everything back together, set everything up again, action, intonation, the truss rod, right? But I took my time, especially when it came to the doing the electronics and installing the pickups the way I wanted them to be, right? And what I was going for. So the project worked out really, really well, right? I got the idea for the paint, right? So I saw that, I like the Kamikaze, so I kind of went with that, and then I did my own thing, but I took my time, like that old expression, measured twice, right? Cut once. I measured and measured and measured, and I kind of tweaked around, and there's no extra holes anywhere, right? I was able to get everything right in the first shot. So take your time. If you have an idea, go for it, right? It's not crazy if it works, right? If it works, it's not stupid. So, but all right, back to the guitar. Turn that delay off. Okay, so I've got the AC tone overdrive, right? It's like a Vox simulator, right? Pedal, and then I have some drive coming out of the new X Cerberus, and they're kind of cascading into each other, right? So let's go a little bit heavier. Let's go turn the AC tone off, and let's go with the Uber metal, because that pedal seems to have a lot of enemies online. It's a lot of chunk. That pedal doesn't sound half bad at all. It plays really well with the other pedals. I sort of use it like an overdrive. So it's got the pickup is driving the pedal hard, but I've got the actual drive, the gain is only at about 11 o'clock, so it's not very high at all. It's the only pedal on except some reverb. Right? Let's see what the AC tone. at this guitar, you would never thought, right? You'd never think those sounds would come out of this guitar, right? Let's try the Uber Metal with the drive on the Cerberus. Bridge pickup. What else can we throw in here? Let's do the Cerberus distortion. The volume down on the Cerberus a little bit. Let's see. Level is a little hot, so let's go. That's just the drive channel in the Cerberus, and that's supposed to be like a JHS Angry Charlie. Let's turn the gain up just a little bit. So distortion channel and the drive channel together from the Cerberus. You can even coax some feedback out of the guitar, right? Let's go back to Joyo. The Joyo AC tone. I can't say enough about these pedals. The Joyo pedals are really underrated, kind of sleeper pedals, right? So these pedals sound really, really good, and they can be used as cabinet simulators as well. If you want to do any kind of front of the house playing or record direct into a mixing console or something like that, right? Into your interface, into your computer, your DAW. That's just the AC tone by itself. It's a warm sounding pedal. And when you mix it with other pedals, right, the other pedals tend to take the character of the AC tone a little bit, but in a good way. Here's the distortion channel on the Cerberus with the Jojo. Let's do AC tone and the drop. I think I did that already, but that's nothing but reverb and drive pedals, right? This guitar, like I said, it sounds like a whole different animal now. So anyway, just wanted to take some time to share that with you guys, and I was pretty excited about finally getting it done, and tweaking the action, truss rod, getting the intonation set, and little tweaks and fixes. Like I said, the major part of the project is just getting the sound in order, right? At the end of the day, everything you put together is kind of the sum of its total parts, right? So, yeah, I'm very excited with the way it turned out. Worked out really, really well. The wiring job was super simple, like a Les Paul style, right? 3-way toggle, on, and then I've got the pickups connected, bridge, neck, and then both together. Nothing super fancy, but the guitar sounds killer. I'm very happy with the way it turned out, and so proud of my daughter's paint job. Really, really great job. So this pickguard used to be a full size. This was a pickguard I bought a long time ago, and it was just a really great looking single ply matte finish strap pickguard with just a volume tone. So I was gonna build an Eddie style single humbucker guitar, but here it is. A section, little chunk ended up Frankenstein style in this build instead. So some of my friends asked me why didn't I put a Floyd Rose in there, because I don't want to deal with a locking tremolo. And this Peavey tremolo, honestly, it stays in tune pretty good. I added some steel saddles. I added the steel block, so the guitar has a lot of girth and a lot of chunk to it. So no need to swap it out. She feels good, plays good, and I think she stays in tune pretty good. Maybe what helps this tremolo stay in tune, I mean, it's a Strat style tremolo, right? It's only got the four screws, but I did add a long time ago the Wilkinson Easy Lock tuners, which when you run the strings through, you take up all the slack, and then there's another hole that you wind the string through, pull it taut, and then tune the string up to pitch. These tuners are actually not very expensive, and they're rock solid. Don't know why people, why these are not included in more guitars. I think they're fantastic. Another plus that a lot of people don't know is that, so, and this is just a lot of just, extra information, right? I don't want to keep you guys too long because I know this video is kind of running long, but um, the tuners have two holes. Okay, they're right above each other, kind of off to the they're off to the side of the tuner, like one up top and then one off to the side underneath. Excuse me. Um, these where you put the string will act like if the tuners were graduated heights, right? Like three low, three high. So if I at the on the lower the bass strings, right? The the D, A, and E, right? If I run the string through the top, right, the peg is acting like a locking tuner that has the three lower high, like the high pegs, um, and then it's vice versa with the three treble strings, right? If I run the strings through the lower hole, right, and then run the string through the top, start from the bottom, work my way to the top, then you've got like the lower post height, right? So the string angle over the nut is consistent. If you look through the side, I mean, I've got a string tree on here. You can't really see it, but if I were to let these go, I probably don't even need the string tree on there. I just kept it on there because it came with the guitar. So, but it keeps a consistent break angle over that nut by using, go three high then three low when you string the guitar up to pitch. Um, when you restring the guitar, and these Wilkinson, Trev Wilkinson is, he's a genius because he's invented some really great products that have really helped us guitar players, you know, enjoy our instruments and do our thing, make our lives a lot easier by keeping, adding stability to to our instruments, right? So he's invented a lot of great things like different types of tremolo systems, blocks, pickups, now tuning keys and those kinds of things. So um, yeah. So anyway, just wanted to share that because yeah, the Wilkinson Easy Locks, they're great tuners and they were not expensive. I think the set was like something like $30 or something, but worth every penny. I think I would have paid double the price for them. Um, so you don't always have to invest in locking tuners, but that again, the break angle over the nut and the fact that I don't have all those extra winds around the post is definitely a contributing factor to the tuning stability in this guitar. Because this guitar, like I said, is pretty rock solid. Say right? I'd say that's a winner. Not bad for the Wilkinson and whatever tremolo you decide, the Easy Locks with whatever trem system you decide to pair them with. Okay, so yeah, stretch your strings, right? Use a good, get some good strings. I use Ernie Ball, the Ernie Ball Slinkies, right? Uh, get some good strings, string them up, stretch the strings after you restring the guitar, stretch them really good, stretch, retune, those kinds of things. You don't have I don't even have to use any kind of lubricant in the nut, right? This is the original nut that came on here. It's a graphite nut, but that always helps, right? A graphite nut, if you want to use some pencil lead or some what do they call it? That other lubricant, nut sauce, or I use the Nomad, the Music Nomad stuff. What is this? I use some of this stuff here. This is very, very good. It's called Tune It by Music Nomad. Their products are pretty good. Um, and this guitar, I just don't need it. Never have, and probably never will. But anyway, God bless you guys. Stay safe. Everybody take care of each other, right? And if you have any questions about anything at all, definitely hit me up on my channel, and I'll be more than happy to answer those. I want to thank everybody that's already subscribed to my channel, right, and have left really, really great comments, have watched my reviews and those kinds of things. I'm still growing, so if you guys don't mind passing the word, right, subscribe to the channel and leave your comments, right? Leave your comments. Let me know what you guys would like to see in the future. If you guys want to see, any more of this guitar, any of my axes, or have questions about pickups or hardware or builds or anything, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you guys. Right? All right. Stay blessed. Take care, and we'll see you next time.